The 76ers, remember, still no Joel Embiid, hasn't played in the series after undergoing that appendectomy. Tyrese Maxey, though, he's like, I got it. Game-high 31 points, 5 threes for Maxey.
Where is he? But 30, I mean, what do you have, 31?
31.
Maxey had 31 with no Embiid.
Yep.
And it took Tatum to close him out. I mean, if Embiid comes back.
If Embiid comes back.
This series changes.
Yeah, it does. Because right now, everything that they're getting is on the perimeter, and I think he slows the game down and gets some consistency in the interior, put some pressure on their big man, possibly get him in foul trouble, and then we know he can step out and shoot the three as well if he has it going. So
I mean, Sixers got 22 and 11 from both of their bigs, but like I said, Joel Embiid is a different beast.
Well, you saw Jayson Tatum just sealing it with that three, and ultimately the Celtics get the victory. And you guys were kind of already jumping into it a little bit. Joel Embiid had the appendectomy 2 weeks ago, so we haven't been able to see him in this series. That could change the game. But
I got who? Nah, your sources, you're supposed to reveal your sources. I have no sources.
Yes, no. You have no information.
That's what you heard.
Okay, let's just say Joel Embiid does not come back. You're the 76ers. You have pulled off one win. How could you do it again against the Celtics?
You have to keep playing the same way. I mean, I don't think the 76ers should change anything up. You have to keep applying pressure. You got to keep playing fast. Maxey got to have to continue doing what he's doing. PG have to continue to do what he's doing, even a little bit more. And VJ, I mean, I know he's a rookie, but we ask a lot out of VJ. But his time is now. He's here. What can we do about him being a rookie? And he's showing that he can take on that challenge. You know, last night was a tough one for JT to close him out like that. But in order for Philly to stay in this, they have to continue to play the same way, be physical, play fast, and put a lot of pressure on Boston.
Also, I think limiting turnovers. Keep your turnovers down. They had 11 turnovers, but you have to continue to get shots up to allow Drummond and Adem Bona to get you extra possession, to get open shots. And I think that is one of the ways. And then just silly plays that you have to try to eliminate in the game. I think they made situations where you can't leave Jayson Tatum, the best player on the team, wide open to have jump shots like that. And we talked about when he's in isolation at the end of the game, we got to double. Make him get the ball out of his hands and somebody else beat us.
That's exactly where I was going. When you look at that last play, they were down 3, and you got Bono ISO with an all NBA type player to close out the game and put you up 6. So I think it's just small, minute changes that they have to make, but they right there competing. It's just those, whether it's on the defensive end, execution, or executing, offensively, it's just small, minute things, and just keep applying the pressure.
Yeah, Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they combined for 50 points in this one. Both of them had 25 apiece. With the East feeling wide open, do you feel like the Boston Celtics are evolving into the team that we could see making it to the finals?
Well, I have them going to the finals, so they're evolving.
Say it with your chest.
See how he looked at you?
Yeah, he did. Like, don't try me.
Don't try me. What's wrong with you? I have
You wrote it down. Did we write that down? I'm going to write it down.
Well, write it down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Say it with my chest. Say it with my chest.
Now, no disrespect to Detroit and the other teams that are
not
playing.
the Knicks. We're not, no.
The Knicks? The Knicks are in trouble. They need to just concentrate on
We'll get to that later. We're not even talking about it. We're not even talking about the Knicks right now.
I got a long day with y'all up there for the Knicks. Right now, we're talking about Boston.
Don't get me sidetracked.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Right here with Boston.
Yep.
But absolutely. Really strictly because of how they play. They shoot a barrage of threes. They make a lot of threes. Defensively, I think they have the capabilities of being able to match up with anyone in the Eastern Conference to be able to shut them down. I don't think Detroit is a team that I think can match up and go, man for man in terms of offensively, but I don't think they can shoot the ball as well as Boston, and I trust Boston execution at the end of games. I trust them to execute offensively. I trust them to have someone defensively on Cade to slow him down, to give him problems, and then it's like trying to figure out, okay, if Cade is struggling, who is that next guy? I'm already putting Detroit and Boston in the Eastern Conference.
He did, didn't he?
We hear about it.
But I will say this, the one thing to add to Boston's great starters is their bench.
Yeah.
They have bench scoring that if someone in the starting line is not playing, I can enter Vucevic. I can also enter Peyton Pritchard and the other guys who they have coming off the bench that are shooters. So they have everything you need.
Yeah. They outscored their bench 35-14, and it seems like the difference in these games has been the three-point shooting edge. The Celtics knocked down 23s. Whoever wins that battle seems to get the victory in the series. They're going to shoot them. Game 4 on NBC tomorrow night.
I literally don't, guys. I don't know how I was thinking about it when I'm watching. I was talking to some of my peers that's played in the league, guys that's had injuries and stuff, and it's like you don't expect a guy to come back and to be this good, this fast. We all, like all of us was giving them like, yeah, he can come back. We expect him to, you know, go out there and just ease his way back. We didn't even put a points on it, how many he would score. And for him to be out here doing these things and looking like he's in mid-season form, like he's been playing all season long, this is just unbelievable, and it speaks to the level of commitment that he put into his training and how hard he worked to get back. Because to be this far ahead of schedule is insane to me. I've never seen it.
Randy's already calling Lakers Celtics NBA Finals. I said,
not.
whoa, Randy, slow it down. Slow it down. A lot of playoffs left, and that's maybe a good thing. Q for the 3-seed Knicks and the 3-seed Nuggets, who find themselves both down 2-1 in their respective series. In your estimation, which 3-seed, though, is in the most trouble?
I say Denver, guys. I say Denver. When I look over there and I don't see an Aaron Gordon in uniform, Peyton Watson, who's another versatile defender for them, I think they're in the most trouble. They're playing against a hungry Minnesota team, and we know what Ant-Man can do. And look how good Rudy Gobert has been playing, and Jaden McDaniels. And so I think when you look at it, New York still has a chance, although they down 2-1 out there in Atlanta. I feel like Atlanta is not as dangerous a team as Minnesota to go against. So yeah, man, I think Denver is in trouble right now. They gotta overcome this and get back in it.
They can get even, and it's tonight, 8:30 Eastern on ABC. Q Rich, we appreciate the insight as always.
Hey, let's Randy Scott, Gary Strzeski, back with you on SportsCenter.
So true, Stryker and Greyhound. And NBA playoffs continue today. You got a pair of Game 3s, Gare. And you got Game 4s as well. We'll start SGA and the Thunder, heading to the Valley of the Sun in Phoenix, looking to grab a 3-0 series lead. Now, a win tonight would mark the third consecutive postseason where OKC has taken a 3-0 lead in the first round. Tip it off 1 p.m. Eastern. Detroit, Gare, heading down to Orlando. Game 3 against the Magic. Pistons looking to build off of that dominant defensive effort in Game 2, holding the Magic to their lowest scoring output of the entire season. Just Gary in college. Just no scoring. 8:30 Eastern. The Nuggets will look to even up the series against the Timberwolves and avoid their first 3-game losing streak in the playoffs since 2022. And then arguably the most electric series of the first round. New York looking to even things up after a Game 3 heartbreaker fueled by a clutch shot by Atlanta's CJ McCollum. And that's where we start with our NBA senior writer, Vince Goodwill. Vince, our part-time colleague, CJ McCollum, has now closed out the Knicks in each of the last 2 games. So